What is up, Star Seeds? I am Sydalexandria, and today I just wanted to have a raw conversation with you guys about war and peace. Sure, I'm going to insert that into the title. Emphasis on the peace. So, there's been a lot of wars going on Earth for some time, for a couple thousand years. And I don't like it. You probably don't like it. I don't think any civilian really likes it when they think about it. And there's other options, okay? If you think about war, why can't we just talk about it? We tell kids nowadays, because, back in the day, it was someone hits you, you hit them back. And there's still some parents who say that. And I'm not saying that I don't say that, but I do say, talk about it. Why would you hit someone because they hit you? If you hit someone because someone else hit you, if you hit the person who hit you, it's a bit different. But then you get in this cycle of, oh, the violence is okay, the war is okay, the hitting is okay, whatever. And then everyone keeps hitting everybody. Like Gandhi said, an eye for an eye makes the world go blind. Because it really fucking does. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. Shouldn't the leaders of countries understand this concept? What are these disputes like? Why do they get so serious? Why do you feel the need to drop bombs on innocent children? What? There's no way to rationalize that. It's irrational. It's terrible. And this is happening on our fucking planet, where we live, where we want to call home. No. No. I'm not going to stand for that. I don't care. I'm not standing for that. You don't have to either. Protest. Point blank, period. Boycott the brands who are funding the wars the most. Boycott everything. Be self-sufficient. Be a peace advocate. Do not support these wars. We need to come up with something. We need to come up with something, you guys. This video wasn't supposed to be so much so like this. It was supposed to be more so about focus on the peace. Meditate for the peace. We should meditate for the peace. That does so much. Just like your energy. There's an energy field. You can input your energy into that energy field. Everyone does it without knowing it. But if you set the intention to do that, and you set the intention for your peace to spread and to overpower all else, and because it's a good intention just to spread the peace, don't be thinking about overpowering the war. Don't think about it like that. Don't focus on the war. Don't focus on ending the war. Focus on the peace. You got to focus on the positive. The universe, the law of attraction, it doesn't know not. It doesn't know end. It knows the main key idea you're focusing on. So if you're focusing on ending wars, the universe hears war. That's what you're thinking about. If you're focusing on peace, that's very different than ending war. Even though it sounds like the same thing, it's very different. The peace is a much higher vibration than ending war. You see what I'm saying? Focusing on the peace. There was a guy who posted in my Facebook group, I believe, called Enter Evolution. And there's not a ton of members there because I don't really talk about it much, and I don't really post much besides my new YouTube videos, and occasionally if I feel really called to post something, then I will. But there was a guy who posted that we should meditate for peace on, I believe, this Saturday, November 4th. So I'll be doing that. I'll definitely be doing that. I'm going to participate. I think that's lovely. I think we all should. So spread the message around, especially this coming Saturday, November 4th. But it doesn't matter when you see this video. It's okay if you're too late. You're never too late to meditate for peace. You can do this any day that you want. So I wanted to film this video because I've been thinking a bit about this. More so from the peace standpoint. It sounds so cliche, like what's your dream? World peace? That's not cliche. Peace, that's not cheesy. That's not too far out of reach. It's attainable. It's definitely attainable. Yeah, you just have to choose it, really. And I don't hear much about the wars in the news, but I hear some. I choose not to watch the news, but I do hear, like, at work and just in the neighborhood and whatever, people talking. And it's really terrible what's going on right now. And stuff like this has been happening. I don't know, on the spectrum of terribleness, but it's all terrible. So it doesn't, no need to compare it. It's just, we need to focus on the peace and the love. Oh my gosh. Love overpowers all else. So spreading the love. Like, if you can't spread love to your neighbors and your friends and your family and your coworkers and your peers, like, how are we supposed to spread love to other countries and people that our countries are having disagreements with or whatever? We should be able to talk everything out. There is no need to drop no bombs on people. There is no need to shoot no guns at people. Like, what is this? This is ridiculous. Like, ugh. How are the leaders of countries letting this happen? And then being like, yeah, raise your kids good. Raise your kids to be, good citizens who participate in society. Like, what the fuck? Why would we do that for you when you're doing this to innocent people? They should go head to head. The leaders of the countries who are arguing. If they really feel they need to fight, why are you using us? What? We didn't agree to that. No. We did, though, so that's why it's happening. Not, like, fully and authentically, but to an extent we did. So it's about choosing peace and love, and then they can't make you fight. They can't make you give your energy to it. They can't make you pay for it if you choose not to, and you really dedicate your life to that. That's what we need to do. But what we need to do more so is meditate for peace and love and harmony and happiness and blissfulness and gratitude and appreciation and thankfulness and gratefulness, and friendship and unity. That's what we need, is unity, because they're pushing division. That's what this is. This is what this is about. And we need unity. And I believe that's very attainable. Naturally, kids, naturally people, even people who are adults who have been, programmed by a certain culture, society, way of life, people are naturally friendly and loving. I really do believe this. I really do, because strangers smile at each other all the time. And even if you don't say anything because of that level of, social norms and social anxiety and whatnot, it's like people always at least smile at each other usually. And that gives me a lot of hope. And people in other countries, if you go there, I've seen videos. I haven't experienced it firsthand as much as I'd like to. I've experienced it a little bit. But people, they have love in them. Like, no one wants this war except the big guys who are doing it, like, for the money, for the power, for whatever corrupt reason. But meditating and people all around the world doing this at the same time, it can help a lot. But just doing it whenever. It's like, like, yes, setting up these days, like this Saturday, November 4th, 2023, if you want to meditate, or whenever you see this video, just meditating for the peace. And that doesn't have to look like laying down and being like, oh, peace, like, it can look like that, but it can just look like choosing to be in a really good ass mood that day, choosing to not be angry that day, choosing to remain positive that day. If something gets you feeling a certain type of way, check yourself before you wreck yourself, and just really like correct that emotion. That's what we have to do to stay in a higher vibration, is correct that emotion. Be like, oh, why am I getting mad at that? Why is that, making me frustrated? Like, no, it's okay. We're on earth, we're in a human body, we're just living life, it's okay. Move on in a happier, better mood. That's what that is. Like, just choosing to be in a better mood, choosing not to be sad, choosing not to be frustrated or angry or disappointed or whatever emotion you're feeling, or guilty or whatever, or fearful. Just choosing to remain happy instead. It's a choice. Happiness is a choice. It's an attitude. I strongly believe that. And it's harder to, just be like, okay, I'm gonna be happy today. But as long as you're just aware of the emotions you're feeling, that makes it easier to just kind of correct them, because that's what you have to do. And then anything you want to do, if you've been wanting to move that bookshelf into the other room, like I just did, that's why I'm filming out here in the hallway outside my room, because I'm like, it's an organized mess in there because we're rearranging. It's like, just do it. Because if you don't just do it, if you have this lingering thought of, maybe I want to do that, I don't know. It's like, you have to do it or else you're not going to progress. You just got to do that thing. So that's what choosing to be happy is. That's what is going to help us step into this peace, is if we're all happy. If there's enough people who are just truly happy, there can't be any wars. We won't be a vibrational match for it. This video wasn't meant to be that long, but understanding the science of vibrational matches, and understanding that how enough people being a vibrational match for peace, that's gonna outweigh the wars, and they're no longer gonna be able to exist. So meditate for peace. Peace out.